Louis Harry Holtby is a German professional footballer who plays as a midfielder for Hamburger SV on loan from Tottenham Hotspur. Club career. Early career. Holtby began his career at the age of 4 with Sparta Gerderath. When he was 11 years old he moved to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach eventually released the player for what they saw as having physical deficiencies, which included being too small and too slow. Aachen. Holtby was promoted to the Alemannia Aachen first-team squad by caretaker manager Jar Schmidtke. He made his first appearance in the 2007 Euro 08 season when he was substituted on in the 80th minute for Mirko Kasper in a 2-2 draw against FC St. Pauli. For the rest of the season he only made one more appearance, a 1-3 loss on the last match day to AS Koblenz. Schalke 04. Holtby left Alemannia Aachen after 5 years and signed a 4-year contract with Schalke 04 until June 30, 2013. In January 2010 he was loaned out to VfL Bochum to get more playing experience. In May 2010, Holtby returned to Schalke 04 and at the end of the month he was loaned out to FSV Mainz 05 for the 2010 Euro 11 season. In March 2011, Horst Hett announced that Holtby would return to the club at the end of June. In August Holtby scored his first goal for Schalke in a 5-1 win over 1. FC LN. Schalke announced that Holtby would not extend his contract which would expire at the end of the 2012 Euro 13 season. In the January 2013 transfer window, Tottenham Hotspur announced that Holtby would be joining the English Premier League club in July 2013. In Holtby's first game following the announcement on January 18, he scored the winning goal for Schalke in a 5-4 defeat of Hannover 96. Tottenham Hotspur. On January 28, 2013, Holtby signed a 4.5-year deal with English Premier League club Tottenham Hotspur. Despite having previously signed a deal to join the North London outfit during the summer, which would have thus allowed him to play out the end of his contract in Germany, Spurs opted to sign him immediately, with the transfer fee believed to be in the area of a £1.75 million. Holtby made his Spurs debut on January 30, coming off the bench in the 71st minute to replace Clint Dempsey in a 1-1 draw with Norwich City away at Carrow Road. He made his home debut on February 9 in a 2-1 success against Newcastle United. On August 29, 2013, Holtby scored his first Tottenham goal, smashed in from 25 yards, to complete a 3-0 win over Dinamo Tbilisi in the Europa League playoff round. He scored his first Premier League goal for the club on December 4 in a 2-1 win against Fulham at Craven Cottage. Fulham. Holtby joined Fulham on loan until the end of the 2013 Euro 14 season on January 31, 2014. Upon joining Fulham, Holtby told Fulham.com that he is motivated to help Fulham to survive relegation, as well as making his way to the World Cup squad. He made his debut the following day, in a 3-0 defeat at home to Southampton. 2 weeks after signing for Fulham, Holtby was joined by his former Schalke coach Felix Magath, who became the club's new manager. Holtby stated the arrival of Magath would not affect him at Fulham and was shocked on his sudden appointment. On March 8, Holtby scored his first goal for the Cottagers in a 3-1 loss at Cardiff City. 2 days before the match, Magath questioned his spirit, claiming Holtby is not a fighter. International career. Holtby was a member of the German under-19 team Euro. He made his debut for the U19s in September 2008 and has been capped 12 times overall. He scored his first international goal for the German U19 team on October 11, 2008 against Lithuania in a 5-0 victory. Sky Sports wrote an article entitled "One That Got Away?" about a young Holtby, as due to his parentage he was also eligible to play for England. In September 2009, German youth coach Horst Rubisch announced that Holtby would play in the U20 World Cup in Egypt. He scored 2 goals in the tournament, one of which was against Brazil in the quarter-finals. Personal life. Holtby's father, Chris Holtby, is a former British soldier who was stationed at RAF Riendalen in Mönchengladbach. He said, My father was born in England and has been an Everton fan since the age of 5. He immediately infected me with the Everton virus. Since then I have been an Everton fan and have always followed their games. After Liverpool showed interest in him, he went on record saying that he wouldn't say no to Liverpool as his dream is to play in the Premier League. He said, "I wouldn't even rule out Liverpool, even if it would be tough for my dada." He's an Everton fan. Holtby is known as Lucky Lewis, or more often just Lucky by the German media and the fans. Lewis has a brother called Joshua who is in the youth system at Borussia Mönchengladbach. Career statistics, as of September 13, 2014. References. External links, Lewis Holtby at TottenhamHotspur.com, Lewis Holtby career stats at Soxerbase, Lewis Holtby at Fußballdaten, Lewis Holtby a Euro UEFA competition record, Lewis Holtby a Euro FIFA competition record.